trying to read.
My blood is poison!
I drink it at this point just to not get headaches. It's like I'm horribly addicted.
Welcome to Blackout Book Club. It's a podcast, idiots. What do we do on it? We read a book, we get together, gather our friends, drink a bunch of beers, and then try to talk about said book that we totally read.
The entire way through.
All of it.
Why are you guys talking like we didn't read through, and now you're staring at me?
Wing.
And I'm very uncomfortable.
Tooth
wait.
Sparkle in post. Get that. Tooth
Yeah.
Sparkle.
In 4K.
4K!
On today's episode, we got me, Tristan,
I'm Ian.
I'm Jacob.
and me, second time Tristan. That's my thing this time.
Because somebody couldn't make it.
I forgot. And your favorite Tom, Tristan.
There you go.
There we go.
That was the
Yeah,
one.
that's it.
We'll use that.
And the book we read
You want to
was
do? You want to start over?
Nope. The book we read was World War Z, and it was picked by Jacob.
I
Jacob
picked it. Thank you.
Yeah. So
I'd like to thank everyone who got me here.
I want to get into a summary. I want to get into the nitty gritty of what happened in
can't
the
do that
book
yet.
after I find out. What you guys drinking?
Well, I'm drinking the only beer that probably survived the zombie apocalypse. PBR.
That's good, and it's true. Like cockroaches and
The
sadness. It will
scummiest things
survive.
on Earth will make it.
Yeah.
That, and it doesn't really have much of a drinking demographic, so
No.
it saves a lot more for me.
It's like it's just right above piss on
Just
the drinking
barely.
level.
Like if you
and,
carbonated
yeah.
piss.
Yeah, it seems that I'm drinking the same thing. I'm also drinking my own original concoction. It is a energy drink.
Because when the zombies are chasing you, gotta stay alert. You gotta stay
You gotta
awake.
be on your toes.
I got my own explanation.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
It is an orange Rockstar energy drink, coconut rum, and vodka. Because when the zombies are trying to get you, you gotta stay awake. You gotta run.
Situational awareness, people. It's
And
a thing.
coconut's yummy.
Tastes like sunscreen.
Jake, what do you
Good
got?
times. All right. Well, for my drink, I got an orange juice and vodka because a lot of the food that America got during World War Z was from California, and they're well known for their oranges.
I like it. And their vodka.
I
They
wanna
have a
f-
very
I
small
feel-
Russian population,
I want
but
to fact check it, but I won't.
I'm just gonna take his word for it.
California, home of the orange.
He's
But
got an iPad. I think he's
I-
home of the orange juice. Says the Floridians. Don't drink Tropicana. We outsource it.
Siri, what is
only
California
people-
made? Oh, don't curse at me, Siri says.
Only people in Florida will know how
Yeah,
funny
exactly.
that
How
truly
dumb
give,
it
me,
is.
give me a sip.
It's
I'll
supposed to be
taste
our
test
thing.
it.
Well, you can have a sip of my special drink that I brought for all my
Well, I'll
friends.
taste test both. Let me test.
He wants to
taste
drink
test
all
that
the
one.
things.
No.
He knows what mine tastes like. He's got
No.
one.
No.
Num num num.
Is he gonna keep making
He's
that
gonna
sound?
keep making that sound.
Fine.
Directly into the microphone.
Fruity. It's not.
I'm
It's
go-
not strong. It's a lot of juice, but it's good.
It's
good.
just a
Way to
good
go,
am-
California.
Okay, great. All right. I
Great
also
juice.
fucking brought a drink for all my friends who are not here.
Why are you sad?
I don't know.
You made us
man.
a
Don't be
drink.
sad.
This
The-
just started.
The war, man, it's brought me down. I've seen some things.
I read
And I'll get into
read
the,
some
some
shit.
things
There's
I've
some
seen
things.
in the summary.
Jake did an
But-
interview with me.
Yeah.
But first,
Did an interview with a guy who wrote an interview style book.
It was his meta.
It's
shit.
meta as fuck.
All right, so my drink is the zombie.
Oh, I want the one with the cherry.
They all have cherries.
Oh, well, I want that one. I
He
can
wants
see
the visible
cherry.
cherry.
Ah,
He wants here. We'll just
fine.
kinda
All right,
just
we'll
love
just give him a little swivel here.
Oh, where the cherry goes.
Budget, lazy Susan. Deal with it.
It vanished.
It's like the Zacks. They're hiding in the mud, man. I can't get
Gotta
them.
get him.
Now, this is not the typical zombie that if you just Google zombie drink,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, get 14,000 different liquors and
Ooh.
pour it in a glass.
There's a lot.
And it
of
makes
them.
you dead.
I
I
don't-
mean,
I'm
is that
not-
the point? Does it make you
I
dead?
guess so, but I couldn't afford that. So this is ABC's the zombie.
Budget zombie.
So,
ABC.
so I'll have a sippy.
I like it's the zombie. All right,
Okay, it's not terrible. You know.
Yeah, it's not, you know, I could have fucked it up more.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's-
I've done worse.
I can drink that.
Yeah,
I can finish
that's what's
that.
important.
Mine's very mute.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't want to say bland, but it is. It's very muted. Like,
Yeah, it goes, huh?
you're waiting for it to build,
Yeah.
and it just kind of doesn't.
I get.
Like me in the bedroom. I mean, what?
I've witnessed that. I get a little bit of pineapple at the like end taste.
Yeah.
But like while I'm drinking it, it's just like nothing.
nothing.
Mhm.
It's almost like
Yeah. That'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, that'll get you real drunk.
You can't taste nothing.
Like what's inside after the war? Nothing.
Well,
Just a
before
hollow
too.
shell.
I mean, at this point.
Before the war.
Yeah. My name's Chris. I play bass in a band.
Before the war.
Before the war.
That's-
Timestamp that. Send it to Chris.
That's
No
for
one
you,
will
you
get that.
asshole.
No one will get
Chris
that.
will. I'll send
Chris
it to
will.
him. I'll link the Facebook page.
When's the last time we made that reference?
I made it to Chris last week.
Oh.
Skype. Jake, give us a summary.
Okay, God,
of the
let's
book.
go. All right. So World War Z, for those playing the home game,
I'm crying.
is not about crying.
Zach.
It's a series of interviews from different people, like personal. What?
The way you stuttered on people. Maybe
Okay.
When does Brad Pitt show up?
I was just like, wow, you're starting off real strong.
Okay.
It
World
made me
War
laugh.
Z, Chapter 1, Introduction. The zombie war is past. Spoilers. And the interviewer got assigned to interview a bunch of people to document the war.
Yeah.
But they were like, a lot of these stories are too personal. We don't want them in this factual, historical document.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, turn it into a book. Fuck you. And he does, and then here's the book.
I remember that
Got
line.
it.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
I remember the book. Fucking yeah.
All right, so there's a lot of stories, so I'm going to try to go through this as quick
Run 'em
as
down.
possible. All right. Chapter 2, Warnings, Part 1. Kwang Jingshu is a doctor.
Nailed
and
it.
There's a bunch of-
Pronunciation.
Look at
I'm
this
doing
guy.
the best. There's a lot of international names. I'm sorry, I'm going to get a lot of them wrong. Okay. Jingshu, he's a doctor. Got a house call out in the boonies of China. And they're like, we got sick people. He goes out there. It's a zombie. He doesn't know that yet. They don't know that yet. This is before the zombie breakout. And he's like, well, it looks like rabies. This is crazy. I call my friend. Friend's like, do you have a gun? He's like, why would I need a gun? He's like, don't worry about it.
Not great.
I'm going to
No.
send people.
Oh, you
Basically,
can
like,
have some.
I was gonna.
Chinese SWAT comes in.
Oh yeah, they
Takes
were all
care of
like
the-
they're
yeah.
all like 30 million people deep, but that's
Yeah.
just how China does things.
Yeah, they roll in, kill zombies, and they take all the locals and Dr. Jingshu into custody. Moving on.
Chinese cover up.
Yeah.
Shiny
It's
shoe.
being covered up. Part 2. Oh,
Jake,
Jesus,
you should
I
add some
can't
mustard.
fucking-
He's
what?
he's
Add
already
some mustard.
losing his
I
mind.
should add some mustard.
Add some monster.
Oh, monster. I thought you said
Yeah.
mustard. That doesn't make any
Monster.
sense.
Munster cheese.
All right.
The
Put
monster
it in
float.
there. Harry, I'll pour. You read.
Okay, part 2. Nuri Televaldi is a smuggler. Nuri Televaldi is a smuggler and gives a few anecdotes about transporting infected people. This part is just to show different ways the infection spread. Moving on.
That was a
Part
genuine
3.
fuck up.
Stanley McDonald
God damn
was
it.
a soldier on a mission and ran into some
whoopsies.
zombies. Done. Part 4. Fernando Oliveira is a black
Kinda
market
looks like
surgeon that
somebody
made a
was
transplant with a
murdered.
zombie heart. Another anecdote about the virus spreading. Part 5.
But that's kind of a big one because that's their first time when like they actually talk about how like it's like blood to blood, like isn't it? Like that's the first time like because he
Yeah.
puts the zombie heart in the dude and then
Yeah.
it just turns him into a zombie and they don't know why the fuck it is.
No.
So that's like the first time that the world realizes like wait maybe it takes like it's like it could be anything.
Well, this is still during like the cover up and stuff,
Right.
so most people don't know what's going on. Okay, part 5. Jacob in Barbados got hit by a car in a zombie outbreak. That's really all that happens in that. Part 6.
Yeah, kinda.
Jürgen Warmbrunn is
Nailed
a
it.
former spy. I'm sorry, I said I was going to
No,
do that.
I said nailed it.
Oh, thank
Continue.
you. He's a former spy in Israel.
He's doing great. I'm real proud of him.
Yeah, he's doing
Basically,
awesome.
in Israel, after the Holocaust happened, every time there's like this thing that can't like possibly happen, one person has to like look into it super deep, and then he does, and he finds out
It's happening everywhere.
that
like it's global.
This is a giant outbreak
Yeah.
of zombies essentially, and Israel builds a big old wall.
Some would say zombies.
I said zombies.
You said
Part 7.
essentially. Some would just
Just
straight up
straight up
zombies.
say.
Well, they don't. At this point, they're like, it's almost like it's zombies, but they
Wink,
don't know.
wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Teeth sparkle. Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
see, we're
Fuck
on the
host.
same page.
Part 7. Saladin Kader, was an anti-Semitic teenager who didn't believe Israel's plan about the zombies, warning to protect people. Then got attacked by zombies, and he did believe
Oh
it.
no, that was the Japanese kid who was like all over the internet, right?
No, it's later. It's
Okay,
Kondo.
yeah.
Condo.
His name's Kondo. He lives in a condo with a C.
Yep.
Condo
That's
with
how
a,
you
condo with a
remember
K
him.
lives in
For
condo
the
with a C.
test.
Chapter 3,
Ladies
Blame,
and
Part
gentlemen.
1. Bob Archer, head of the
Boys and
CIA,
goyles.
explains how the CIA was all shitty about their shitty job and the last Brushfire War, which is a military conflict that wasn't a full-blown war. I had to look that up. And that's why they couldn't see World War Z coming, because they were just shitty. Basically,
We already
that's
had
it.
a war. There's no new war.
So American intelligence shit
they,
the bed.
Yeah, they did a shitty job in the last war, so people were like, we don't want to like give you money about other stuff, and like
Yeah.
they were just shitty at their job.
Some would say that mirrors real life events.
Yes, exactly. Zombies coming at you 2017.
Oh shit! Next year.
Yeah.
Feel the burn.
Scared.
That suction?
Yeah.
Oh, the zombies gotten...
Part 2.
I'm having
Part
PTSD.
2. Part 2. Commander Travis D'Ambrosia talks
I
about
like
how
that
the
name.
American
It's
people
like
weren't...
a salad.
Oh, so real quick for the internet, the book, on top of being in chapters, it's in unit, like parts. Like the first part is like pre-war, second part is during the war.
I've been
third
giving
part.
those, yeah.
Well, like I mean, just so they know that you're reading parts and chapters. Like it's we're
divided
all over the
We're in
place.
chapter 3,
And just-
blame part 2.
And just also
Right.
for the internet, so they know, Jake's trying real hard. He's getting sweaty
Yeah.
right now. He's working
Could be the lights.
to read to
buckling,
you.
I'm buckling under the
Fucking
pressure.
give a
under,
shit.
Under the weight. I can't do it.
Kind of warm.
I'm surrounded by
I'm
zombies.
so cold.
I'm sweating.
I'm like a lizard.
I sweat all
Part
the time.
2. Commander Travis D'Ambrosia talks about the American people weren't willing to do what they needed to
that'd
be
be a
done
good book.
to prevent the outbreak on American soil. They were all tired from the last brush fire. Part 3. Breck Scott is a rich asshole that
Lizard
sold a rabies cure because of a big stink with African rabies, even though it didn't actually protect people from zombification. Dude is an asshole.
Yeah.
Part 4. Former White House Chief of Staff Grover Carlson didn't believe or do shit about the outbreak. Part 5. Mary Jo Miller depicts what was probably a typical American introduction to the outbreak. They didn't give a shit until it was too late and their house was getting overrun, but they got away safe. Happy days. Chapter 4. The Great Panic.
Nailed it. This is
You guys
so
should-
weird.
You guys
Yeah.
should be actors. Fuck you. I did
It's
my
good.
best.
It's
I
just
was. I
different.
was in the audiobook version. We'll get to that.
He went.
I'll explain it.
Whoa. Part 1.
Yeah. It's so delicious. Drink my drink.
As he chokes to
Hey,
death.
fuck you. How about that?
His last words.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good last words.
Hey, fuck you. Dead.
I put that on my tombstone.
Yeah, fuck you. Part 1 of Chapter 4, The Great Panic. Gavin Blair flew a
Gonna be
blimp and
crying
saw
for
a
the
bunch
second
of,
time.
He flew a blimp and saw a bunch of people on the interstate get attacked by zombies. Part 2.
I'm done with this.
Ajay Shah was trying to escape the zombies and went into a shipyard that turned out to be a ship graveyard. There were a bunch of boats trying to float away, and then smaller boats were getting people to the bigger boats. A bunch of people died. It was a bunch of garbage.
Let's sit.
Part 3. Sharon is a crazy because she lived by herself as a kid among zombies for a long time. She was by herself because she was hiding in a church when the congregation was getting attacked by zombies, and the parents were like, let's kill our kids. And it was like, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Part 4.
Fuck.
Maria Zuganova. I nailed it.
Yeah.
Was a Russian soldier. She was hanging out with her platoon. They weren't told about what the zombies were, but then they were told to kill people that were zombies, but they didn't know they were zombies. They thought they were just innocent people, and they were like, we're not going to kill those people. So then Spetsnaz showed up, made them get into groups of 10 and kill one of them so that they all held like a dirty secret, and then they had to like do what they said instead of just saying, hey, zombies, bro.
That's what the All-American Reject song's about.
That exact thing.
Yeah. Dirty little secret.
You. Do you want to restart the podcast?
No! Keep going.
Part 5.
Part 5.
Sean Collins was a mercenary hired to protect a
got it in my
mansion
nose.
that housed celebrities that were televised as a reality show,
That part was cool.
while also being protected from zombies in
pretty
luxury. People watching got pissed off and raided the place. Sean was hired to kill zombies, not people, so he bailed.
Yeah. Sean
Then you
Connery.
found out
It
that
was
there's
surfing.
not only one enemy, but there's two. Your fellow man.
Part 6.
I like the Sean Connor chapter.
Ahmed Faranakian was a major in the Iranian Air Force that blew up a Ketch
5 for
River
5.
bridge to
He's
stop
doing it.
What?
5 for 5. You're
Crushing those
nailing
names,
them.
man. It's
Oh,
great.
thank you. He blew up the Ketch River Bridge to stop refugees coming in from Pakistan. Instead, both countries nuked each other. Oops.
I didn't even activate lightning round, but Jake's already like at that speed.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm not even halfway.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm going as fast as I can. Part 7. Todd Wayno was a soldier, part of the Yonkers fiasco, where the military set
I
up
feel
a kill
like
zone
we
for-
should start because the whole book was interviews.
Yeah.
This is we explained that. I feel like you should hit the big ones. Like let's go over
You
the
want,
big.
you want me to skip the small flavor?
Yeah, let's hit the big.
Okay, we're only doing the biggies now.
Ooh.
Todd Wayno, he was a soldier at the Yonkers fiasco, where the military set up a kill zone for Zach, which is a name for zombies. Isn't that
Yeah,
fun?
Zach.
Yeah, I
It's
said
a
that
Zach
earlier.
song.
You
It's like a
heard me.
military
Yeah. And they used like shitty weapons that were shitty at killing zombies, like fire.
They were
grenades
meant
and
for
stuff, like-
killing people.
Yeah,
right,
and they were
not
like,
the undead.
yeah,
And
they
instead
wanted-
they just created fire-covered zombies.
Yeah, and then they got fucked up, and
Real
a lot
spoopy.
of people died. It was shitty. All right, chapter 5, Turning the Tide.
Dun, dun, dun.
Part 1, Paul Redeker was a sociopath that updated the ultimate survival plan in Africa called Plan Orange and turned it to Orange 84, which was basically get all the most important, essential people to a real safe zone and then make fake safe zones to have citizens pull zombies away from the real safe zone. It was really fucked up, but
It was kind of. I mean, it was kind of smart.
Yeah,
it was
but-
super shitty.
Yeah.
But
Part 2.
Kind of
Philip
a good idea.
Adler was a soldier defending civilians
Every
with his
war
men,
tactic ever.
but was then ordered to leave their
Necessary,
post
super
and
shitty.
abandon the civilians to like go join like the bigger forces. So like again, abandoning people to like do the greater good, and it was like shitty though. Part 4, skipping 3. Jessica Hendricks fled north towards Canada to escape the zombies because of the extreme cold would actually freeze the zombies because they're corpses. He's just going for the cherries. He's like, fuck the whole drink. I just want the cherries. Thank you for the compliment, Tristan. So they got up there and it was cool for a little bit, but then it wasn't.
Cool, you have, like, smoke
A lot of
coming
people
out.
showed up and ate all the natural resources and the food.
I'm a dragon.
So then
Blah,
so people stopped eating. Then people started
Not
dying.
these.
Then people started eating again. They were eating people. Ironic because of zombies. They ate bone marrow. Didn't know that was a thing you could do. Moving on.
Snap that bitch in half.
Yeah.
I had bone marrow soup once.
Yeah.
Chapter 6.
Relevant.
Chapter 6. Homefront USA. Because
It
that's
is.
what we really care about.
America.
Part 1. At this point, everything west of the Rockies is deemed a safe zone, but it wasn't really that safe. So Arthur Sinclair Jr. was in charge of getting America back
I
on its
swallowed
feet.
that one like garbage.
Are you
Oh.
okay?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
I'll just die over here.
California's agriculture kept people fed. Just like I said earlier,
Now,
with
orange
the
juice.
Orange,
It's good for your blood sugar.
yeah.
They give it to
they
you after you
recycled all the
donate
dumb
blood.
Shit that we take for granted now.
When I die
and they-
from this, put "Hey fuck
and
you"
then-
on my
moving
tombstone.
on.
Okay.
Part 2. Next vice president during World War Z, dubbed the Wacko,
Yep.
explains what a cool dude the president was during the war. The president made sure there was still an election. He also reinstated floggings. Cool guy.
Yep.
Part 3.
Didn't he kill himself?
We'll get into that.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Spoiler alert.
From what I remember, is very vague, but we'll get. To
It was
that.
kind. It was
Well, like, they talk about
We'll
how,
get
like,
there.
that's for
Keep
discussion,
going.
that's for
Bam,
discussion.
bam, bam.
Joe, part 3. Joe Muhammad is a wheelchair-bound bicycle repairman that was in the neighborhood security team that patrolled safe zones areas during the zombie war.
remember it, but it's
he
like
also brings up
boring.
Kieslings, which are basically people with Stockholm syndrome for zombies.
That was neat. I like
Yeah,
that
that was
part.
cool.
Part 5.
Discussion.
Colonel Christina Eliopoulos Jesus. I'm sorry.
Man,
Colonel Christina.
that was her
Okay,
whole
there we
name too.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
Jesus,
That was
I'm
in there.
sorry. First name
What
again.
the fuck?
What? Colonel Christina
I don't
was
know,
a-
that last
Colonel,
sounds super
Colonel,
fake.
Colonel,
Colonel.
Colonel
Alright.
Christina was a pilot on a resupply run that had a freak
Moving on.
accident. There was a plane crash. She was the only survivor, but a skywatcher named Metz called her on her personal radio and was like,
Yes.
I called it in. We're going to have search and rescue, but you got to get to an open area. There's an overpass where you can get to. She fights some zombies. She breaks her ankle. She gets fucked up. And Metz powers her through and talks her through it and helps her get there.
Hangs
and then
out
and
and-
then she gets
yeah.
to the overpass. There's a helicopter. She gets saved. And then
And they're
turns
like,
out
there was no match.
match.
Whoa! Twilight Zone. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Chapter 7. Around the world and above. Part 1.
Daft Punk, Illuminati. Title.
Call me Kanye.
Part 1.
Daft Punk.
David Allen Forbes.
We couldn't
That
afford the
was
actual
Daft
SoundCloud.
Punk.
Yeah.
That was harder.
Yeah.
I
It was
did
the
the
harder,
best I
better,
could.
faster, stronger.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'll do it in my head. You
David
keep-
Allen Forbes discusses the use of old castles during the war, saving many lives, including his own. David stayed in Windsor Castle during the war, where they siphoned gas from under the castle for heat, food, and weaponry. He also used the claymore, which was cool.
Summarized. It was cool.
But they lived in castles and fought zombies with swords.
Jake, if
Pretty
that's the
neat.
way that like summarizing works, you could just be like, there were zombies in a book. I like the book.
It was cool.
Discussion. Book great.
Part 5. Sensei Tominaga Ijiro.
The blind.
He was blinded by the bomb dropped
Light.
in Nagasaki during World War
Got
II
it.
and became a hibakusha, someone considered unclean and a social outcast. He worked as a gardener for a hotel when the African rabies rumors started, so he went into a national park that he had memorized during his time as a gardener.
Fought the trees.
He lived there and killed zombies and then met Kondo,
hero.
which I've skipped because it's not essential.
Not essential.
Cool dude, blind guy fought zombies. Part 6.
He was the typhoon,
By
not the,
sound.
not the
like,
lightning.
Like Judy chopped him in the throat and killed them perfectly with
Samurai
his blind
Jack.
cane. Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Samurai
Yeah.
Jack.
4 million zombies.
That
Let
show's
him
coming
up a
back.
waterfall.
That show's coming out back out.
Buried
They're
I saw
redoing
that, yeah.
Samurai Jack. I'm very excited for that.
Yes,
Part
Samurai.
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 Part 6.
Samurai.
Cuba got a lot of American refugees to do manual labor and stuff. And then there was like this economic evolution. Cuba was vital.
Lightning round.
Part-
Jake, nail it.
Part 9. Ernesto Olguin.
Yeah.
attended the Honolulu conference, was like the UN essentially. Where
Yeah,
they
it
met,
was.
And they're like,
Yeah.
and they're like, we're going back on the attack.
And the president of the U.S. said, "Let's attack him." And everyone was like, "All right, well,
there was like,
we have to
in a
think about
movie-
this one.
In the movie, this would be like where they started plotting. That didn't happen, but
Yeah.
we voted to do it. So
Yeah.
Chapter 8, Total War, Part 1.
Then they fought the zombies.
Travel Travis D'Ambrosia discussed the disadvantage of fighting zombies, being that zombies were geared towards war 100% of the time, unlike humans who had to eat, sleep,
What? Who'd have thunk it?
lose hope, all that shit.
Not me. No.
Part 2, Todd Wayno regales the new Army tactics, which were
While playing softball.
which were as old as Napoleon times.
Yep.
He explains the tactics at Hope, New Mexico, which was basically them forming into a reinforced square, blasting Iron Maiden's The Trooper, and shooting the zombies a lot.
Yeah.
Part 7.
He's-
What?
No. Discussion.
Part 7. Todd Wayno continues his tale of the Army's trek across America against the zombies.
Still playing softball.
They
Loves
dealt-
it. Loves softball.
They dealt with more than just zombies. There were Keyslings, feral animals, and people with last man on Earth complex that didn't want to give up their kingdom.
And it was cold.
Todd was the only one of his squad to make it from Hope to Yonkers, where victory was declared. Chapter 9, Goodbyes. It's just people like
It's
wrapping
just
up their
people.
thoughts.
It's
Just
literally them
All
going
of the
like,
characters of the book then give
Yeah.
their final thought.
Yeah.
We'll end on Todd
Wow,
Wayno again.
zombies, lol.
Todd Wayno had PTSD, and victory feels like a dream.
There we go. Neato.
The end. Yay!
Yay!
Lightning round. Give me a couple of the small minor characters that you didn't get to.
Okay, fucking, where's Kondo?
Got him.
Kondo Tatsumi was a Japanese otaku that climbed out of his apartment building with a bedsheet rope.
Dope. Next person.
Bharati Palshigar talked about spreading survival information to people. He worked on a radio station that was on a ship and spent 22 hours.
Nailed
a day
it.
giving
Next
different
one.
Languages. Roy Elliott was a director that filmed documentaries about sweet shit that happened during the war.
Cool.
Doing so he
Next
helped-
one.
Okay. Sardar Khan was a
Double
soldier
lightning
part
round.
of one of the
Just read the
Yeah.
names.
Sardar Khan was a soldier.
Just the
Ah!
names. Just give me people names.
Bodan Taris Kondratyuk.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was perfect.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake did it. Double lightning round.
Mighty
let's,
white round.
Let's
All
go. Let's go take a break for a second. Jake will compose himself, learn how to speak properly.
Possibly find some form of small rag or handkerchief
Definitely. And
with
then we'll-
which to, make that forehead of his more appealing to the camera.
I like it. I like it. I like Jake's forehead. Like I like my table moist.
Moist.
I did the best
made
I
a
could.
mess.
It's okay.
Hey, you did great, bud.
I'm sorry, guys.
And we'll do great on this
Oh, look at
break.
these little
We're gonna
doodle
come
boppers you
right
got on
back. Then we'll talk about some ish. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you what, Jake is watching it by torrenting it, and then I get notifications that we're torrenting through the
Allegedly.
Flash.
What? Whoa.
Oh, IP.
Whoa.
Hey, welcome back, friendos.
Hey,
Hi.
neato.
You ready to discuss some ish? Cause we is. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo, I got some things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna pass it to my boy Ian real quick because I know he does, and I have to think
Well,
about
first
the
things first. Did you like the
Did you
book?
like the book?
Did you like the book? That's the thing.
Hey, that makes sense. That's like how this normally works.
Yeah.
Hey, great job. Good thing I brought that up.
Yes.
Did you?
I did. I did. I thought it was good. I mean, it was obviously like you go in from the movie thinking it's gonna like center around one
Yeah.
character, like if you know nothing about the book, and then when you read the book, you realize it's it's interview style and it's got a lot of different characters, and it's
Yeah.
not just Brad Pitt saving the world. So
He didn't show up in the book once.
yeah, no, not even once.
Such people as
Not even his
Maria Zuganova
Zuga she's the one who
And
had to, like, talk to all
Kondo.
her friends. Kondo.
and
Konnichiwa.
Kondo.
Jake, you yourself? Did
I
you like the
liked
book you
it.
picked? Oh.
I liked it.
That's sweet. That's great. If you follow me on Goodreads, you'll find that I gave the book 3 stars out of 5, which means I like it. It's not great.
Is that like Good Eats?
No, Goodreads is a TV show.
Yeah, but
Goodreads is a website where you rate books that you've read, and you find more books that are similar to ones you enjoyed.
It's like Spotify.
For books.
Kinda. You
Book-
don't stream the books.
Bookify.
Yeah.
Somebody missed out on that naming opportunity.
Oh,
all right.
fuck. Let's get on that.
So
It's our
like,
new internet style.
so-
Jake, there's
so-
lots
so
of
like-
books,
so
and
like-
people just say books that they
so
like.
like Nature Box.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the one that you order
They
vegetables
ship you
on?
the books.
Yeah, like Blue Apron.
Yeah.
You mark 20. So basically, like,
Hey,
like
internet, don't
Amazon,
Google Blue
but
Apron,
books.
all right?
Like
If it's in-
Loot Crate?
God, kill yourself. Hey, all right,
Hey.
discussion.
All right,
Yeah,
discussion.
so
I
we
got-
all
I got some
generally
stuff.
like the book.
I'll mark
I
some
want to get this
pages.
out there right at the top.
Like
It's
a Yatsu box.
fucking shit. It's not even funny. I'm gonna get this off right at the beginning. This was completely different than the movie.
Oh.
I don't want to do a bunch of movie discussion.
No.
Right.
We
so,
won't.
like, if you saw the movie before you read this, like, I think all three of us did.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is that
The biggest surprise
is what
is
Ian already said.
yeah.
Is that
It's not one character.
anything like that.
Not
They
one
took
guy
the
saves
name,
the world.
Yeah, they took the name.
they
They
and
just
was like,
based
yeah,
it in the same universe. Like, hey, zombie apocalypse, what do we call it?
They use like elements and that's it.
Yeah, and even then, it's like...
They had a big wall in Israel.
Yeah, that's kind of it. That's the only thing. Like,
And
the whole they only chase you if you're not sick thing. They made all that shit. It's fuck it. All right,
Nailed it.
Movie
That
talk
might
over.
book discussion.
That might be from the Zombie Survival Guide, which is the
Also
prelude-
written
I
by
read
the
that.
same guy. Yeah,
which
that's
is
true.
the prelude to this.
Which that book was for like comedy aspects.
It is?
Yeah, I read that
Oh.
in high school.
Oh,
Hey,
So-
now let's do book discussion.
okay.
You looking for something? Ian? I got some stuff.
I got a lot of pages like saved. I'm just trying to find the ones that are like really important.
Yeah.
Um.
I want to bring
search.
up so we don't hover on this either. I did the audiobook first.
like
of
on
it.
Audible.
Fantastic production quality, and I want to bring this up for you specifically. There were some heavy hitters on the audiobook
Oh,
version.
yeah.
It was a bridge, so I had to go look up more stuff to get all the condos and whatnot.
Right.
But you have Mark Hamill.
He was Todd Wayno.
You have shit, I'm gonna
So they actually like made a point to get like different voices
Yeah,
for all
yeah,
the different
yeah,
interviews.
yeah,
Every
every
actor.
interviewee
And the interviewer was Max Brooks.
Oh,
the
that's
guy who
cool.
wrote it. I'm gonna get his name wrong. I think it's Jonathan Turturro. You'll know him. He does all the Coen Brothers movies.
Totoro, the one with
Yeah,
the cat in the
Totoro.
box?
He's a
Yeah.
big cat monster.
Yeah.
And
He's our neighbor.
the biggest one, the guy who ran what was the special unit that? There was the big interview.
Delta Force with Chuck Norris.
Yep, it was Delta Force. It was in the story. Who was it? The guy.
it was Princess Mononoke.
No, you guys are just saying shit to upset me. The point in the book where he had to talk to the guy, the special defense guy who set up.
But they couldn't because he was spirited away.
Grave of the Fireflies, Porco Roco. It was Pierce from MASH,
Oh, okay.
and
cool.
I thought you'd be. Yeah,
I like it.
whatever.
I like MASH, internet. I like old
Fucking
TV shows.
Christ. I had one thing.
Okay.
Wanted to be friends with Ian.
Welcome to my world.
We're sad.
Oh gosh.
So
We're all
first,
smiles on the outside.
yeah, on the inside, we're just broken hearts and torn up dreams.
Sorry.
First one that I saved, which first one that I went to, because I saved all of them with guitar picks once I found,
I was gonna say,
that I found
I like
lying
that,
around your
yeah.
home. All right. These were not here when I got here. The first one is actually the Russian bitch who, like you said, they were forced to like break up into groups of 10.
Yeah. That was
And, like
fucked
I
up.
just wanted to clarify that like the people they had to kill was one of the group of the 10.
Yes.
Like we weren't specific in stating like it could have been a civilian. Like no, they had like 10 soldiers
10,
and you had to
one
vote a
of you-
motherfucker off the island and shoot your best friend in the face.
No, they like beat them with rocks.
yeah, that's what it was. And like so they like
That's how voting works.
All
Jake,
of
have
the-
you not?
all of
voted?
them, they had to beat their
Feel the burn?
I've seen Survivor.
So I wrote holy shit
Yeah.
when I was reading it because that was fucking.
It's in the book. There
yeah,
it is.
I wrote it.
Holy shit!
It was pretty fucking metal.
Yeah.
So I
it
wrote
was
that.
Messed up.
Next one that I went to. Oh, this is the retarded
Pretty
girl
metal.
who interviewed on the fucking post-apocalypse version of Oprah.
Yeah.
Or Ellen. I don't know which. And
A
the one who like
talk show with ladies.
they talk about like they make it a point to say that like she's wicked attractive, and then they're like, but she's super retarded. And I just thought it was really well written.
I don't
how,
remember
like,
that.
This is
Oh,
like just
yeah.
like her saying like they were coming bigger, and again she moans, follows up by pounding her right fist on the table. So like she's like so like mentally handicapped and like emotionally like scarred that like she's actually like acting out the entire scene, and then like they make it a point of saying that like she acted out like really well, like she was actually like super traumatized by it, but
Yeah.
she's actually like it left such a large imprint on her that like she remembered verbatim exactly what happened when like her her entire family died in front of her.
Shit.
So
Action for action,
yeah.
word for word.
super
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
like
that's-
right down to like the banging on like
Spook.
doors and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I can flip through things too. Fuck you guys.
That's
whoa, wow, books and tablets.
That's
Neato.
something we skimmed over.
Right, one of the minor characters that we didn't touch on, which is why,
Weird
like,
name, Jake.
Well, yeah. Also, what? Also, well, no. I'm just saying at the end, the chapter 9 goodbyes, which was just people like wrapping up like their like take on the war, was one person I don't have their name unfortunately. They were saying if there were no survivors from the Holocaust because of what it did to the people that did survive, like they were not the same people.
Right.
Then if there were no survivors to the Holocaust, there were no survivors to World War
Right.
Z,
Right.
because you just got so
Desensitized
Yeah.
and fucked up.
so crunk.
I changed.
So cool.
But then but at
You
the
have
same
Alpha
but at the
Rating?
same time you had what was his name? Eddie, the wheelchair bound.
White guy.
He said that it was.
It brought
he
people
didn't want
together.
it brought everybody together, and he didn't want to be, he didn't want to say it, but it was a good thing.
It's not good that it happened, but it brought us together.
Yeah.
It made a real community again.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Well, it's the same thing as Independence Day, bringing the entire world together against an alien
He's like,
threat.
but
Like, it's-
common enemy.
Our
Exactly,
kids
you know,
and
the
our
enemy,
grandkids,
enemy,
our
yeah.
kids and our grandkids are gonna go back to being selfish assholes. But for now,
We're good.
we're
Yeah.
we're in this together again.
Next one I flipped to.
That was something
Boring.
that we see throughout a lot of the book, because it's retelling two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
We had people who were jazzed over the fact that they get to like murder people and fight
Yeah,
a war.
Sean Collins, the dude that was
Yeah, yeah,
guarding
who's just
the
like-
mansion.
Yeah.
He's like, I
He's
don't know
like,
what else
after-
I'd be doing.
he's like, I'm addicted to murder now.
Yeah.
So when the zombies are gone, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
And then at the same time, we
Why-
had the
why
flip
am I
side
missing?
of it, who was, I mean, technically like 80% of the interviewees who were like, the zombies are bad, and they didn't want anything to do with it. But
Yeah, I did like what's his name? The British guy who was talking about castles.
Castle.
Yeah, he was
Frank Castle.
he was. I just like how he was like kind of awkward during his interview.
Yeah, he started off his interview, and he talked a lot about what was it? He talked a lot about like what defines a castle,
Yeah.
and then was like, I'm sorry, that was weird. You're gonna get rid of the daft bits, right?
Yeah.
And the dude's like, yep.
Yep, I'm gonna cut all that out.
Yep.
Didn't cut any of it out.
Nah,
Not
you
a bit.
castle.
Next one I saved was, for some reason I put legit zombie pits. How they had like just like like the old like cliche like pit with a tiger in the bottom of it,
Yeah.
like for traps and shit. Like people just had pits with zombies in Cuba that like if the Americans didn't like align to whatever like the Cubans wanted them to do as their like work order, then they were just like, man, we'll just put you in a pit full of zombies.
Well,
and...
yeah, well, I thought what it was that was just like a
That's
lie.
his
they
impression
made
of
up.
Right. They made it up, but like
Yeah,
the rumor of the idea of a zombie pit was just like, fuck, I don't want to go in a zombie pit.
Yeah,
like,
he's like there wasn't. A
I guess
fucking pit,
I guess
but
I'll clean
guess we'll
toilets
find.
for a while. So
Yeah.
and then eventually they got reintroduced into like
That was
the
a part
Cuban
in the
side.
audiobook with Jonathan Turturro.
I think
Oh.
I don't know.
I thought that Cuba thing was interesting because it's like there were so many Americans that were like, we just gave them all the shit jobs,
Yeah.
which was cool. But then there were so many Americans that just got integrated into our society. There was this massive economic and cultural like revolution that
Like
just,
Cuba was basically the new world, like the new first world.
Yeah.
And
it was just like
it was just kind of like
and
you
there
know,
was
they went
nothing we
from
could do to stop it.
they, like with the embargo, like they haven't gotten a new car since like
Because-
1943. So
Well,
Yeah.
they have to watch porn and just look at the BMWs in it. They're so excited.
super excited.
Remember that part? That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy jerked it off to a car.
oh.
That's how I took it. Symbolism, maybe.
Metaphors.
Hyperbole.
I learned something from this book.
What'd you learn?
I learned at the part where the woman talked about her family, and she was going through all the frozen zombies, and they were picking them out.
Yes.
I learned that the reason we can't just freeze people is because we're made out of water, and the
Your cells will explode. Yeah.
That was a cool thing where she's just like, why the fuck do zombies come back after being frozen? It doesn't make scientific sense.
Yeah, and then
What the
explains
fuck?
it, and then I'm just sitting there like, whoa, book!
And then there was the
Thank you.
there was the diver that was
Yeah.
basically an underwater zombie fighter, which is probably the coolest
Yeah, he
job
had like a
description.
robot suit, and he just like fought zombies underwater. That
Yeah.
dude was pretty
Yeah,
dope.
which I actually like.
It was
looked-
Pacific Rim.
I actually looked up like the suit that he used, and it's like basically like a knight's armor suit, but for like scuba diving.
Just like exoskeleton.
it's
scuba
pretty
diving.
legit. It's pretty badass.
He's got chainmail.
Yeah, he was
plus
like
2.
he's like the problem is if there's zombies on you, you don't know because you can't feel it because you're in a suit of armor. But he was saying that he was at the bottom of the ocean almost.
Yeah.
And that he was in a wreckage and there was a bunch of zombies in there. He's like, why are they not being destroyed by the pressure? Why can they stay alive when there's no oxygen to breathe? What the fuck?
Because in this world, they didn't give two shits.
Magic.
Yeah, like the zombies were
And
just
they're
these
magic.
immortal pieces of shit
Mortal douchebags.
that could only be driven back by the human spirit.
Human Spyro the Dragon. That ends the learning portion. I didn't learn anything else from the book. I just enjoyed that bit. Everything else was pretty because it's obviously fiction, but it had a grandiose like injection of character, which is fun and different.
Yeah.
It's always nice to find characters. And Jake, you said you learned something. I'll let you talk on that before I go into my character study.
I was gonna say
Discussion.
something stupid. It's fine.
Good.
All
No,
I learned.
continue the trend.
I learned that as long as the human spirit.
Yep.
How do we turn this off?
perseveres,
What is there like a switch that I can turn off?
That there's nothing that
Unfortunately.
can stand in our way.
Yep.
Cut that
Ain't
bit out though,
nobody
right?
gonna break my stride.
Yeah.
Post.
Ain't
Keep
nobody
waiting.
gonna
Cut it out and
slow
gling,
me
and then
down.
cut all that out in
No,
post.
There's our guy.
I got to keep on moving.
Oh,
So
like a zombie.
So you only gave this book 3
Like this
stars.
podcast. Let's keep on.
Well, I gave you a chance to say your thing, and it was bad.
Yes.
I'll say, and because I was going to go into a good thing.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go into your garbage some more.
Good.
I gave it 3 stars. Yes,
Why?
it was fine. The way Goodreads works, the website that Jake doesn't understand, 3 stars means I like it.
Is it like Netflix?
No, because that's for movies, and the similarities there's 5-star rating.
Okay,
But
got you.
5 stars on Goodreads. 5 stars means I loved it. 4
Okay.
stars is I really liked it. 3 stars I liked it.
Okay.
It's not negative.
So,
It's just it's fine. It's meddling.
okay, got you. So like Game of Thrones.
I liked it. I liked every 2 episode I watched.
I'm gonna start reading that at work soon.
Oh, you're gonna read it?
Yeah.
It's a hefty book.
I
I hear.
got a lot of time to. It's very large.
I like the
but
show.
got a lot of
This
time
is
to
not
read.
the Game
No,
of Thrones.
can I do my thing now?
Yes.
Thank you. So the book was mostly character driven because it was completely interview. So I want to know your guys' favorite character from the fucking book, right?
Who?
Oh shit! I struck a nerd.
I was gonna say the guy that I talked about earlier, who was talking about castles and rocking his
Castle.
his claimers and whatnot. Problem is, I can't remember his name.
So he couldn't be
Couldn't be
that
much a
Exactly.
favorite
The only
character.
name I can remember is Todd Wayno, so I guess he's my
Oh
favorite.
goodness!
I don't remember anybody's names, so
Just because you remember the distinctive name doesn't
Okay,
make them
well,
the best.
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
look up
you
his
know?
name now.
all right.
I want to say Arthur, but I think that's racist.
Yeah, it's not racist. It's just he swung a sword. Must have been Arthur. Did he have a
Yeah,
round? Did he have a
he's
round
British.
table and a bunch of bros too?
In the audiobook version, I assumed he was black, and then I didn't know he was British for like 5 sentences, and then they said something like daft or something like that, and I was like, oh, he's British. And then I just like put an ascot on him in my
Yeah.
mind. I was
Nice.
like, yeah, he's British now.
Done. Problem
He was still
solved.
black. He just had an ascot now.
Oh, David Allen Forbes.
Okay.
He was my favorite.
Yeah.
He rocked with Claymore and threw Molotovs at zombies and lived in the castle. That's pretty dope.
He's pretty intense. I liked the crazy pilot who had that whole Met story.
That was cool. I like that,
That was
one
just
too.
that was just like
Colonel
fun.
Christina. Not gonna say the last name.
Yep.
Colonel Christina.
I just
No, I think I can give it.
I enjoyed her whole retelling of her trek, and then it had a twist ending which was unexpected for like the story, because like, oh yeah, maybe it was all in her mind, maybe not, but in the story, everything thus far has just been retelling and accounts.
Yeah.
And this was more Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
or
which
something like
they
that.
said like after her debriefing, everything that Metz told her, like she
Right.
had already been briefed about.
Yeah, was
she knew this information.
relevant
so
to something.
was
that
it a
she
real
heard before.
person or was it her just like feeding herself
Yeah.
a fake character that pushed her to survive? But she's like, if I was crazy, why didn't they decommission me? Why do I still have a job?
Exactly, and it was a bit of mystery and intrigue shoved in the center of the book, where I hadn't gotten that thus far.
Like, yeah,
So like
it was fun.
I found that
It was
more
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then I mean, everybody likes Wayne Lowe because he was. If you have to pick a protagonist of the story, he's probably that.
I mean, he
Got the most.
He was
most
there.
Yeah, he
big-
got the
He
most-
was there at Yonkers.
most stage time,
When,
yeah.
when like shit was bad, like when America first fucked up, and then he went from all the way from the Rockies and just marched across America, killing
Literally
zombies.
walked across
hung
America
out with his
shooting
hung
zombies.
out with his hung out with his nun partner.
Yeah, he's like 50-year-old nun buddy.
who I imagined a sitcom about instantaneously. I was super jazzed. Over
His story was interesting. I mean, like for obvious reasons, but he talked about like dealing with. He became a squad leader because the last squad leader died because they're fighting zombies. But he would just watch people in his squad like just lose it and just like
Yeah.
talking about sanity and dealing with like
Ooh.
one guy that was like he could take down a
Swole
zombie. Like,
guy.
no, swole guy.
Swole
That's
guy.
exactly.
I was interested in his story.
Yeah, like he was like he could take a zombie
Because-
better than most.
because
And
he said-
he must have smelled something or seen something. He just broke down and cried out of
He
nowhere.
said at one point that the real big ex-wrestler picked up a zombie and killed other zombies
Yes.
with that
Yeah,
zombie.
beat a
And I was
motherfucker
like,
with another
What the
motherfucker."
fuck?
Yeah.
That guy
Also-
sounds awesome.
And then there was two soldiers both picked up skulls and started doing like a puppet theater, and everyone was watching and laughing. And I looked over at the psychiatrist, and he just nodded and was like, "Everything's okay." And
Yeah.
he, like,
This is how people
Yeah.
cope.
And he's like, "That's when I got really worried."
Yeah.
Also, Lobos are cool.
Yeah, the shovel axe.
It's like a battle axe with a shovel on the end.
Ian, favorite guy?
I don't know that I have one really. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the book. I liked the part with the girl like running through the woods, just because, like you said, it was a different feel from the rest of the book.
Yeah.
But I don't think I had like a favorite character, because you bounce
fine.
around so much that like you don't really get attached to anyone. So I had like
hear
particular stories that were more interesting to me, I guess. Like,
That's
but-
fine. Then I want to bring up this question. The president. The president was brought up in a multitude of the stories. You didn't get to talk to him because he's dead at this point. But he was a black Jamaican descendant president who only got a little bit of screen time from the stories of mostly the Wacko
Yep.
and a little bit of Wayne Lowe and stuff. Do you think it was a direct correlation to Barack Obama because he was from an island and obviously a black president, but it was written at the same time that he was elected?
That's very possible.
I mean, he might have done it just to make it a black president. Mm-hmm. I don't know that he was just like, we got a black president, I'm gonna make this a black president. I mean, like, I don't know. I think that it's possible that he was just like, how can I make this president as weird and like as different from
Yeah.
most presidents as possible?
Yeah. No sweat. No sweat. I'm not trying to make this weird.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh, this book was
No,
written
I
at the
think-
same
I
time
think-
he was elected.
I think he just wanted people to like read the book and picture Morgan Freeman as the president, not Obama.
Ooh, Morgan Freeman with dreads. Yeah.
Andy Dufresne crawled through 500 miles of shit.
500 miles. I don't quite remember the
Private
tunnel.
Wayne Lowe would use the shovel katana to battle all of
Shovel katana.
the
It's like a
shovel
Lobo.
katana to hit all the Lobo to hit all
That
of
Lobo
the,
is just short for lobotomizer, and it
Yes.
cuts your head off, right?
hit all
Okay.
of the Zach. I'm a smoker that dub.
Also, another name for zombies was Zed heads.
Nah, that was
I didn't like that as much as Zach.
No, Zach is
Zach has a very like Viet Cong feel to it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was a very American term for an unnatural thing. It was like,
Well, what if your name was Zach? That'd be very confusing.
well,
But it's CK, not CH.
at that
When you
point,
say
you become
Zach-
one of
Yeah.
those sympathizers that
Yeah,
just
you
like,
just kill
like,
yourself.
oh, all right, fine.
Fine, you want me to be a zombie? I'll be a zombie.
Every Zach thought they were a zombie.
They were Keyslings.
Yeah, they were Keyslings. I feel like that's wrong.
It was
They're-
Quisling.
Quislings? Quislings?
I think it was
Quislings?
Quisling.
I think I read it Quisling.
That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But for some reason in my head,
Quesling? I don't know.
Kiesling.
Yeah.
That doesn't
You
make
listen
sense.
to the audiobook though.
That's
so-
the worst part.
Yeah, they
I
said
heard
it.
I also heard all the names too. Can't say those.
Yeah, fair enough. I read this like 4 months ago. Like we talked about this a long time ago.
Words.
So I don't really remember a lot.
Are we done with the summary?
You got anything else you want to bring
No,
up?
it wasn't
'Cause
a
if not,
summary, this
then-
was-
then yes.
thoroughly embarrassed.
I think we covered it all. I got most of my things. The only one I didn't cover was I found one at the end here that for some reason I bookmarked a page, and it's just the dude Arthur Sinclair, like, you know, when they're wrapping everything up,
Yeah.
he's just like barbecuing in his backyard because I guess that's where they interviewed him.
Oh yeah.
And then you know, they make it a point to mention that he reaches into a cooler and pulls out a root beer, but that's funny because it alludes to like in the beginning of the book when like he's talking about how difficult it is to make root beer post Z-Day because the ingredients are pulled from around the world. So like it was
And that was Mash Guy.
yeah. So it was a cool way of them like kind of wrapping it all up like, you know, the world's better. We're making root beer
We have
again,
root beer,
motherfucker.
guys.
Slow your roll.
I missed that.
We
Yeah.
can make root beer
You
now.
know, the one defining trait
Exactly.
of a
With-
working civilization
So
in
what
society.
you're saying is that the world culmination of the collective knowledge of humanity is root beer.
Root beer, sir.
You heard it here
De
first.
facto, definitely. You heard it here
Look
first,
it up.
folks. Kiss my mama and name her Sandra. We'll be back in a second.
Why'd you gotta make it
Transitions!
Just, like, screaming. Listen to the podcast
What?
when it comes out?
We didn't go anywhere.
No.
Been here the whole time.
What the fuck? Welcome to fanfiction.
This is the part where we
talk about.
make an extension. Sometimes the stories just lack a little something. If I can say that. If I can critique, and we feel that we can make them.
We can do it better. We can do it better.
Professional writers.
Basically.
We've read books. We can definitely.
How many
write
at this
them.
point? Enough.
Tom
is
can't,
the answer.
'cause he's not here.
Yes,
Ah.
sans Tom. And Jake feels real confident since it's his pick and his book, and he knows
Super
how to
confident.
pronounce
No.
names
No.
that he's going to read his fan
No.
fiction. But it should basically be an actual part of the story.
Pretty much. Like he actually I think he said he typed this up and he actually sent it to
Yeah.
Max Brooks and said, "Hey bro, you should
Yeah.
probably put this in the book."
He gave Max Brooks a gentle kiss on the cheek and whispered in his ears, "This is my idea." And Max Brooks said, "That's good as shit."
I'm hard as fuck right now.
Dang. I would have.
He said that.
My boner's so hard it's branching off into multiple tiny boners.
He's got multi
like
boners.
A boner tree.
Like a boner hydra.
And now
Yeah.
cut
like
one
a
off
boner
and two
hydra.
grows
and
in
two
it.
Oh,
boners
that sounds
grow in
really
its place.
painful.
And those boners are going to happen on you regardless of gender once Jake reads his fan fiction. Hey, hit us with that, bro.
I've been rubbing Ian's arm for like that whole time,
Yeah.
and he never reacted.
No, he
which is
did.
weird.
The Hydra boners touched me.
Yeah.
Okay.
There they are.
That's it.
All
I'm not gonna cut off any heads because I like them.
Well, I was reading the story, and I noticed something that I think we discussed a little bit was the fact that it was all interviews. There's a bunch
What?
of different people.
Who'da thunk it? Not me.
Craziness. A bunch of different people giving their own personal takes.
I gotta
on the
drink
story.
more to put up with Jake's like blatant.
Here, try some of this. It was really good. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed it. That's why I
loved
finished
it
it.
the first time.
It's called reiterating. Read a book. You just did. It was World War Z.
I think he listened to it.
Anyway, so I feel like what if instead of a bunch of what if we had one narrative instead of a bunch of interviews? That way it could be more of a hero's journey, more of a single plot.
God, you son of a bitch.
Who's
You motherfucker. I swear to God, if this is what I was going to do, I am going to be so pissed at you. This better not be Brad Pitt's story saving the world.
And what?
God damn it, Jacob.
what if-
No, this was my idea.
And what if instead of an interviewer going around interviewing people, we had a retired United
What
Nations
if instead of this book? What if instead of this book we read a different book?
Completely different
and let's give him a name. Say Gary Lane.
God damn it.
He could be played by an actor of some
This
sort.
is me. This is my head. And here's what you're doing. Didn't watch the movie. Don't know. Where'd my hat go?
And instead
I don't
of
know.
And in order to beat the zombies, instead of just fighting them, what if there was some kind of MacGuffin for Gary Lane to look for? Like he's looking for the cause of the zombies and a
Is this
potential
happening in the movie?
cure.
Is this the movie?
This is the movie.
I only watch Back to the Future exclusively,
And that
so
way,
I don't know.
so we can use the name World War Z. If we decided to do a movie, we could use characters from the book and just use loose ideas and elements from it. So that way it'd be an easy translation. And then eventually Lane could discover that the zombies don't attack people that have deadly diseases because they're bad hosts. So by infecting yourself with a curable disease, you become invisible, and then that can be the way that we beat the zombies, and then we can end it there and like set it up for a sequel.
Okay. What happens in the sequel? Because it sounds to me like you explained the movie that I didn't watch. So what happens in the sequel?
Well, we already read it.
What?
The sequel starts before the war.
I just made a prequel.
What? Ian, does this check out?
That's totally not legit.
Good job, Jacob. Who's next?
Does it look like I'm talking to a robot penis? I feel like it does.
I'm
He
gonna
said that before we started when he was sober, too.
Yep.
go next.
If
All
there's
right.
one thing I got on the brain, it's robot
Ian,
cocks.
you want my second idea?
Roboners.
There's a reason I like you.
Oh.
Sounds
That was a
thinking
good
that
high five,
that
too,
was
yeah.
Good acoustics. So
Put a sparkle on his teeth earlier and on that high
and that high
five.
five explosion maybe. We'll figure it out. Like a bear playing guitar
Yeah.
and breathing fire. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Fix it in post.
Man,
So
that bear's doing a lot.
my idea
Does he have a thumb?
was to make the same shitty joke Jacob did because I read this book like 3 months
you
ago.
and now you're like the same shitty
Shitty
you
joke. I
knew.
knew what I was doing.
I knew what it was.
I don't have.
Whoa, there's
anything.
cherries in this
Yeah,
one.
there are
You
cherries.
fool.
You can have them. They're all
Ian,
yours.
do you want my other idea?
Yeah, what's your other?
Okay, so the idea
Oh, look at these cherries. Wow, this is good
is like a
radio.
funny thing.
This is good radio.
All right,
over
so
here. Cherries.
My totally original idea that I came up with all on my own.
This is my OC. Do
and I
not
thought of a
steal.
long time ago.
Ship it.
Was
Jake, give me your cherries.
I ate them.
he ate
Fuck!
his cherries? We watched that.
I almost made it.
Sorry.
6 for 6.
What if Australia had no idea any of this happened? And
Whoa.
and they interviewed somebody from there, and they were like,
It's original.
"Wait, what? There was an apocalypse, bro? We were just down here wrestling kangaroos and like chilling with koala bears the whole time."
Give
We
me
had
more
no idea.
racist Australian remarks.
Vegemite sandwiches.
What? That's a knife.
Yeah, that's
That's
annoying.
a knife.
Call that
Yeah.
annoying.
there's a knife.
They all have crocodile teeth necklaces.
That's true. That's a fact.
What
Alligator
else?
skin
Yeah,
vest.
alligator skin
Alligator
vest.
skin hats. Alligator
Yeah.
skin boots. I love it.
They live in the most dangerous place on earth, so to cover themselves in the most dangerous fashion on
The
earth.
only thing they don't have is a volcano.
Or
One
zombies.
volcano short, or zombies. They didn't get those. Although, I mean, they would eventually probably wash up or walk up the beaches. But
Well, that was the thing. Like,
they got
the
a nice
deadly shit
protective layer of sharks and Great Barrier Reef.
Exactly. Like
and
zombies
every
couldn't get to
deadly
them.
animal ever.
Yeah, all the deadly animals they deal with on a day-to-day basis was just kill them before they even reach people.
Would the box jellyfish kill a zombie?
Oh, I hate
that
that.
should be explored in your interview.
I hate it. I hate the
I
box
like it.
jellyfish. It's so gross.
I like
You
it.
lose scoop.
Not the box jellyfish, but Ian. I like Ian.
You like it.
It.
Yep.
Trisby, what you got?
Oh, we're done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fuck. Hey.
It's Ian. Fuck! Tristan.
That's my name.
That's why they call it
Hey,
Blackout
buds.
Book Club, folks.
I got a question for you. Ian, how did you take in the book? Did you read the entire story?
It was good. It was, got super like morbid at points. It was,
Definitely
got
wasn't
really
the
real.
question I asked you,
He
but
asked
like
how
that's
you
your
digested it.
Yeah.
Via
Digested it.
reading or ears?
Oh, I read it.
Eyeballs? Touch?
Yeah.
Smell?
Did you
taste?
braille it?
Smelled the whole
Let's-
book.
Did you braille the story?
Closed my eyes and I was done that quick too.
That'd be pretty
Dang.
badass.
Jake, how did you take in the
Shitty
story?
Audibly.
Audibly. Oh. So did you listen to the Lost chapters?
I did not.
You didn't. Oh, so you definitely didn't listen to the Lost chapter.
Double lost square.
Oh, no.
Did you not? Oh,
I don't think those are released yet. Did you get like a pre-thing?
I did. I'm in the know.
Whoa.
Here's the know. This is me. I'm in it.
like fisting.
Fisting.
Yeah,
no.
I fist the no. And because of that, I got a prequel. It's not a prequel. I got a preview.
Okay.
It's a similar word. I had a
You were
beer.
close. It's
I had a beer.
A beer.
One beer.
Lightweight.
He's a lightweight.
Yeah, I'll fight you. Come face me at 4447 Fuck You Street in Florida.
Oh, like an on-demand boxing match.
Yeah, they wanted me to present this double secret preview
Oh, this is a live leak.
of the lost
It's okay. You're all right.
lost chapters.
They're really lost.
Yep,
How'd they find 'em?
They couldn't even find the book. They were so gone. That's why they didn't make it the first time or the second time. Cold open. Here we are. Hey, fucking people want entertainment. I'll give you entertainment. Max Brooks speaks because that's the way the audiobook works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting across from a man in a bright red trench coat with funny tassels on the shoulders. He has a large hat and seems very full of himself.
Either Santa Claus or Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, says the man. I'm not those. Confused by his rhetoric, I still listen and jot down everything he says. You see, there was a point. And I knew that there was money to be made. Everybody's trying to fight him, but why don't they embrace him? The zombies, that is. You know, I saw a movie once. I saw a great movie. Maybe the greatest movie of our generation. Have you heard of it? I answer no. A Bug's Life. Have you seen that? Probably the best cinema ever created. In case I haven't explained before, this is This is Terry Broadshire, owner and operator of the Zombie Circus. I'm having a current interview with him, and he's explained to me his business model and shady practices at best. You see, I saw A Bug's Life, and I saw that Flea Man, and that Flea Man ran a circus of the greatest bugs ever. There was a praying mantis. There was a...
Was there an atheist mantis?
No. I'm unsure as to why he said no. There was a caterpillar. There was bugs. The whole lot.
I thought he was a beautiful butterfly.
The whole lot.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
And I saw that, and I said, why not with zombies? Why not with zombies? In case you haven't heard, the circus he's speaking of, his tagline is, why not zombies?
Why not zombies?
Terry's Zombie Circus, why not zombies, in parentheses, in double parentheses. Yeah, we got him. So I decide you can train fleas, you can train zombies. Trapeze? Maybe not. Walking in a circle and eating things? Definitely. Got that on lock. Terry decides to spend the next 8 hours explaining to me the way he got his quote-unquote performers to do the things he required, such as being shot out of a cannon, which ended up in a lot of blood spray. Trapeze, he said it as, which was confusing to me, but I realized he meant trapeze, but they didn't actually do it, and they just fell a lot and splattered, and nobody had any remorse for the dead corpses. And finally, fighting a live bear, which was the grand finale and showstopper. All in all, I says, there's money to be made. I'm going to make the money. I'm going to find all the zombies that I can, and I'm going to make them fight bears. How many bears? I only got one.
So
This was a preview. This is a thing.
Was Terry like...
Terry Broadsword.
Broadsword. Bradshaw.
Broadsword. That's a pretty sweet name.
Shire.
Was he an Australian British Jew from New Jersey?
They didn't explain it in the double super secret preview that I got.
Because he was
then-
all over the place.
Yeah,
His
well,
bears
it's-
had H's.
Well, it's weird. You know, in the
True.
after the war, there was a lot of mingling of
The nations.
of accents.
Okay, so he just
They hung out and they were like, "Hey, I like you," and the
I
accent
like
was
the
like,
way you say bear.
yeah.
Well, I like the way I
Yeah.
say Zambi.
and it was like, "Okay, well let's use both of those."
Okay.
And you know, the future is a rainbow, and if you slide down it, there's a pot of gold, and at the end of the pot of gold, there's zombies fighting bears at Terry's circus. Yep. That's a thing. All right, we're done.
Hey!
I want to say.
Nope.
Hey!
Nah!
You've made up about 90% of these
What?
fictions.
The what?
And that was probably the best one. That was probably it.
Wow, Jake, way to insult me.
No, that was good. I laughed a lot. I enjoyed that. That wasn't supposed to be an insult.
I'll fucking kill you in your sleep.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
the next book that we're reading.
It's Tom's pick.
It's Tom's
book.
pick.
Who's
He
that?
goes here.
Yeah, let me.
superimpose a
Yeah.
shitty picture of him.
Yeah, well, I'm America's favorite Tom,
He's
or whatever the fuck I said at the beginning. I don't
I
care.
think that was it. I
Who
don't know,
cares?
whatever.
Not
Who
me.
Cares?
I'm Tom, and my favorite.
What the fuck? Tom's not British.
I'm Tom, and my pick.
Keep going.
Muscle through.
Why are there guitar picks on the fucking table?
worry.
They were my
Where does it even
bookmarks.
come
Those
from?
are his
Those
fucking
were my bookmarks.
Oh, I like
I'll
it.
put them back where I got them from.
I'm Tom. I pick Eaters of the Dead by
Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton.
It's Eaters of the Dead by Michael Crichton.
That's Eaters of the Dead by Michael Crichton.
Thanks,
It's
Tom.
me, Tom Hall.
Go back
Wow,
to nursing.
thanks. What? Bye, Tom. Bye.
There he goes.
There he goes. Yeah.
All right.
We all looked in different directions. Like he left as like a scatter shot of.
He exploded. Rainbow, Tom.
It was beautiful. We all saw it.
You'll see it in post.
Wow. Okay, Tom. That's his next. So the next book is Eaters of the Dead by Michael Crichton.
Yeah,
wow.
This is the 4th time it's been said. I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm reiterating. Well, it was kind of
Eaters
hard to
of the
understand
Michael by Dead
Tom's
Crichton.
accent. If I don't know, you guys have noticed.
It was
but
tough. I think
yeah.
he must have just picked that up at the hospital, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason he wasn't on this episode is because he was
Getting a new accent.
He's been saving lives.
Yeah, he was in Britain.
And
Getting a British accent.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's the next book we're gonna read. This one was all right, and we had a good time.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Like Hulu.
No. There it is. All right. That definitely marks the end. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you want to be a real pal, a real friendo, give us a like on
iTunes.
Like I was trying to make it work and do a thing, and then Jake's just gonna fuck up everything. Hey, if you guys want to be a real friendo, why don't you give us a review on iTunes? Say it's good. Listen to it if you got nothing better to do. Literally anything. Actually, the best thing you can do is word of mouth. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma. I bet she probably maybe likes books.
Mothers,
maybe.
brothers,
I
fathers,
feel like
sisters,
the
dogs,
thing with
best
people is
friends,
they don't.
parakeets.
That's the
they don't think-
demographic we're trying to hit is grandmothers.
Grandmothers.
That's what we're aiming for.
People don't think reading books is fun anymore. They think it's a waste of time, and I can tell.
So you should listen to our podcast instead of reading books.
Exactly.
Yep,
Reading books is a waste of time.
Yep.
We'll waste our time,
Yeah.
so you don't have to waste yours.
Lone
Blackout
Shark
Book Club.
Lone Shark Blackout Book Club. Don't read books. Listen to some drunk dudes tell you about them.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends.
It's not
Cut it out now. Don't let him talk.
Yeah.
He's just gonna say it's like
Next
something
book's
else.
the one Tom said. Please leave
Yeah,
us nice reviews. Bye, friends. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Jake, lead us out on a cheer.
I mean, that's not where I was like. Gonna,
Lead
take
us
it.
out on a cheer.
Yeah.
Lead us out. It was your book. I'll cheer this. This Pat's Blue Ribbon in a cup. Lead us
That's a fun sound.
I mean, it's like not where I was gonna like. Take
to not where we were gonna take it. Yay! Everything's great. Yeah. Jake's not great. He just spat all over his face.